Alright, testing, testing. Can you hear the music? Can you hear the fan? I think the fan's gonna be the biggest problem in this one, but I don't want to turn it off because it's so hot in my house. Alright, I think we're good. It is super hot out, but that's summer for you. So let's see if I can do this without sweating to death, because I'm in, like, the hottest room in my house, but it's the only one where I can sit comfortably at my computer and stuff, so... Pride. This was in the paper a couple days ago, Vancouver Metro, which I read every time I go on the SkyTrain to work, because it's something to do on the SkyTrain. So this is all about Pride, from protest to celebration, which is awesome. As a big supporter of... Yeah. Paper, why'd you fold? Sorry. As a big supporter of gay rights and all that kind of thing, it's kind of cool seeing something like that. Kind of cool. It is cool. And my mom actually took me to the Gay Pride Parade a lot when I was little. I mean, being in Vancouver, where parades are kind of a big thing, especially the Gay Pride Parade, it was pretty cool. And I remember asking her when I was younger, it was like, Mom, why is that guy in a dress and all that kind of thing, and she didn't know how to explain it to me at the time, which was actually kind of funny, but I think I just accepted as the fact that some guys like to wear dresses, and that's okay. So I wanted to start off with that note, because I am a supporter of, well, anybody having their own rights, doesn't matter, but I do have this problem of anytime, like every year, when... is it every year? Yeah, anytime the Gay Pride Parade comes around, people are always setting up for it, talking about it for weeks beforehand, everything like that, and one problem I've had, because when I was younger, Mom took me to the Gay Pride Parade, and it was always fun. I just thought it was another parade. It was nothing different, which is probably why I'm totally accepting of it, because I've been familiar with it since I was little, seeing people being as they are, whatever, but by the time I hit high school, maybe like grade 10-ish kind of thing, maybe 15, 16, whatever it was, I kind of didn't want to go to the Gay Pride Parade anymore, or, I mean, most parades in general. I mean, I volunteer in parades and stuff, but that's just Canada Day and stuff, all whatever, but I did come across this problem in high school where there was this one girl I knew. A lot of people didn't like her, but not because she, well, as she claimed, she was bisexual. Not because of that, just because she was annoying. And one day she, because we were all hanging out at the park or whatever, and she asked, oh, is everyone going to the Gay Pride Parade? Because I'm going to be in it, all that kind of stuff. And I didn't say anything. Just everyone was like, oh, yeah, we're all going kind of thing. There was actually quite a few, I think multiple homosexuals in my group, now that I think about it. Wow, I knew a lot of gay people. Huh. Again, going off track, but everybody was happy about it, everyone was talking and stuff, and then this girl looks at me and she's like, oh, I should tell her you're coming. And I was like, no, actually, I'm not going. And it wasn't because I had work or I had something else to do, it was just I didn't want to go. And I told her, I'm just not going, I don't want to. And I'm not saying any gay person's gonna react the same way, but this annoying girl in particular was like, oh my god, you hate gay people. What is wrong with you? I can't be your friend anymore. And obviously my first reaction is, well, I'm not actually friends with you, we just have the same friends, and we kind of have to, I'm forced to hang out with you. But that wasn't the point. The point was she jumped to the assumption that I am not a supporter of gay people. And I wanted to punch her in the face because of that. But I didn't, because what would that solve other than whatever, but that caused a huge, like, instantly there was like tension throughout the group, and everyone was looking at me because she flipped her shit and everything, and I was like, well, no, let me explain, which is what I'm going to do right now, and hopefully I don't get judged like I did in high school. So one of the first things I noticed when I was younger, when I did go to the Gay Pride Parades, was there is a lot of naked people. And when I was younger, I was just kind of like, oh, that person has barely any clothing on. And my mom didn't talk to me about that at all, so I was just kind of like, oh, okay, I don't know. And when I was younger, it was okay, but now, as I've become the person that I am, I am extremely uncomfortable seeing anybody naked. Doesn't matter if it's a gay person, a straight person, or any kind of stuff. I mean, this is a sensitive issue, but I know that some women with breast cancer. I think I saw years ago there was one that was fighting. She wanted to be able to go into a public pool without a top because of the surgery and everything like that. It's like, yeah, breast cancer, lovely. Ugh. But even that would make me uncomfortable. I just in general, I don't like going to anywhere with like swimsuits, like beaches, anything like that. It makes me very uncomfortable. I don't know why I'm uncomfortable with it. I just am. I don't even like being like I am very modest in the fact. I mean, oh my god, my shoulders are showing right now. But no, in the summer I'm cool with like tank tops and stuff, but they have to be like thick straps. And anytime I wear a skirt that's shorter than my knees, I have to wear tights underneath it. And that's just me. I'm super uncomfortable showing anything. Like I don't wear strapless anything. I never wear short skirts. I can't even wear shorts because shorts all. If you go shopping at a girl section, all shorts are like not. They're super short. That seems to be like because that's the fashion, whatever. But I'm super uncomfortable with that, and because I'm uncomfortable with it, I'm not super comfortable seeing other people like that. So I'm not against gay pride or anything like that. I'm just not comfortable seeing people naked, especially in a parade where it's like that's what you're looking at as everything's going by. I'm super uncomfortable with it. And quite often when people, I mean, several people have asked me over the years, oh, are you going to gay pride this year? Like, are you going to the parade? And every time I answer no, and I mean, it's getting better. It's gotten better over the years for sure, especially the last couple of years. The first thing people do is ask why, which is nice. But then as soon as I say, oh, I'm just not comfortable with it, before I can get to because, I automatically get like the, what? You're not going because you're uncomfortable with something? And it's just, I hate people so much. I mean, I understand why people might just, excuse me, what the hell was that? I understand why people would jump to that the conclusion that I'm not comfortable with gay people in general, but if they knew my friends, then they would know that's not the case. But it's always, that's the first thing people that's the first conclusion people jump to, and it drives me insane. I hate it so much. And then there are people, once I actually get to the explanation, it's just, I'm just not comfortable seeing people, like, barely dressed. And they'll be like, well, so what? And I don't know, just, I'm not comfortable with it. And can somebody please explain to me why that's a thing at gay pride? I mean, I guess actually, no, I don't understand it. And whenever I try to think about it, I just don't understand. So if somebody could explain it to me, that would be really nice. Because I've asked gay people, and they're just like, they just look at me funny, so I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. Internet peoples explain to me. And if there are any people, I know there was quite a few religious friends I had that were not cool with homosexuality. It is a big topic. Unfortunately, it's a huge thing. I don't want to get too much into it, but as awesome as it is that it's getting better, people are definitely supporting it more and more every day. It's also scary because I knew a friend, well, I had a friend, knew this person. He was religious, so he was not against it, but he was uncomfortable around anyone that was like that, just because of the way he was raised. And I felt bad because he didn't mean any harm in it. That was just his belief, and he just kind of kept to himself. He didn't want to bother anybody. He wasn't a hater, basically. He didn't want to cause any trouble. But because of all the support of people around him for gay rights, he got beat up a lot in school, which was really sad because that's just, what's it called, pendulum? Whatever. It's going in the opposite direction. So first it was a problem for the homosexuals, which was awful, but now it's for those people who aren't comfortable with it, as long as they're not causing any trouble, I don't understand why they should. You wish people could just get along, but that's obviously impossible. I mean, of course, with the history of what's, I understand why there's tension and everything like that, but those people who aren't causing a problem, leave them alone. It's always the extremists that give a bad image to anybody that's on a different side of something, but I just hope more people will be a little bit more considerate of that, because it's the same as, I mean, okay, not exactly the same as religious people. There are a lot of religious people. Actually, they seem to be multiplying in Vancouver, but there's a lot of these people that are at SkyTrain stations being like, believe in God, and it's just like, fuck off. Those people, stop. Just stop. Drives me crazy. I just want, okay, those people, I'm gonna punch them in the face one day. But I do have many religious friends, actually, and they just keep to themselves. They don't bother anybody, and they're totally fine being friends with me when I'm not a believer in any of that kind of stuff. I'm pretty neutral in this kind of sense with all of this. I'm neutral party. But just don't hate on other people just because they believe in something different or because they are different. What is wrong with people? Why do they have to all hate each other? Anyway, it just seems so stupid. You think people were more considerate of each other because the world would be a better place? But I don't know. Anyway, if someone could please explain to me the nudity at Gay Pride, what's the deal with that? That'd be nice. It's not gonna make me go, but I just like to know why. I don't think I'll ever go to Gay Pride Parade ever again. I just don't want to see that. I don't like seeing anybody naked. Thanks.